so I'm back with another video, and yes, your girl is back. I'm back with a purple Trolls doll popping look. So this hair, if you could see, I made it lavender and it goes down to being pinky and like purplish at the end. You might see little spots of white and kind of silverish to it. I got this hair from Tinashe. The box had like a cute little baggie. It also had some cute little caps, blonde caps. And it was a blonde hair. It was 18 inches. I'm going to leave the description below. And in terms of this hair, I like this hair. I will say I did the watercolor method, like I said, and I feel like I had to do it twice. You only see me do it once, but I went back a second time because the first time I did it, most of the hair had pink instead of the purple that I was using. So I did it again to get a darker purple. Now, the purple that I wanted to go for was a darker purple, not this pinky purple. But this came out good as well. I just wanted like an eggplant purple, not like this pretty pinkish color. I wanted it to fade into the lavender and then fade into a dark ruche purple. But I bought some hair color from Adore and it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. I just wish that it's a little dry. Like after I not bleached it, but after I did the watercolor with this hair, it dried it out. Then even though I used conditioner and silicone max conditioner, it still kind of dried it out. And it made it even crispier when I had to curl it. So see, it snags. One thing I will say, don't shed. No shedding. None whatsoever. No shedding. But it does feel dry and it tangles easily. But I feel like it took the hair perfectly fine. I'm not mad at it. Like, okay, I'm not mad. Like, I will say this, I wish I would have got a longer bundles. The last hair that I got, I think it was from Unais, that blonde streaky hair, that was an 18-inch and that shit was damn near down here. This 18-inch is really, I mean, I guess it is down there, it's just the curls, but it's okay. When I say this is a must buy for blonde hair, I would say buy it. The reason I say buy it is because even though it didn't have to do the watercolor method twice to get it this color, the lace is impeccably done correctly. It's very transparent. Even when I dyed it and everything, it didn't really mess with the lace. The lace blended in perfectly with my scalp. Let's see if you guys can see that. So I am starting with the shimmer lights because I am going to tone the hair. Now, I've actually learned from Andrea, I believe her name is, that using shimmer lights is probably not the best. So I'm going to try something new to tone the hair because I do feel like the shimmer lights didn't tone the hair as well as I wanted to. But I am definitely going to give it another try and try probably the ion that LaRasia recommended to tone the hair. I will say that the hair did tone to kind of like a whitish color, but it also has some silver streaks in it, kind of has some purple. So I guess that's what LaRasia was saying, that sometimes the hair will turn a little bit purplish because of that color with us toning it. So yeah, so I toned it a few times and let it air dry that night. And from there, I went ahead and the next day started the coloring process. So for the coloring process, I started off doing lavender. Did I? Yeah, I started off with lavender. So I used lavender, violet gem, and vivid violet. I really wish I didn't put vivid violet into the color with the violet gem. I think that's why I did not like the first attempt that I did with the color, because I used some of that vivid violet. So right now I'm just doing the lavender. The lavender came out perfectly, like it was pretty and lavender-ish in the front. So as you can see, I'm just kind of like turning it, twisting it, trying to make sure all of the color is dissolved into the water. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and place the hair inside of the container. Well, the sink, not container. And then take your time dipping it. You want every little strand to kind of get into it. I did do this twice to make sure that it got all into the hair. And like I said, what you're watching is really just the first attempt. After I did all this and I colored it the first time, I just could not get past the fact that the hair was more pink. And I truly believe it's because I put that vivid violet in there, which you'll see later on in the video. I should have just stuck to doing the violet gem alone. I should have honestly looked for a darker purple, because the purple that I used I wasn't too happy with. And what I would also recommend, something that LaRasia actually taught me recently, y'all go follow her. She is really the color queen, the color goddess. Is that using a smaller bucket instead of the sink or a big bucket helps better control the color and gets it more saturated. I didn't have a small bucket, so I had to do what I do, and I used the sink. So, yep, the sink method. So at this point, I'm finishing up the lavender, and I do love how the lavender came out. And now you'll see that I start the violet gem process. Now, with the violet gem, I will say that I should have just left it alone. Like, I should not have added that vivid gem. Like, I don't know why I did it, but... And then I should have noticed with the color that it wasn't going to be a dark eggplant purple. That's what I really wanted. I wanted a lavender, then it fades to the eggplant purple, like like the color of eggplant. But this one was more of a magenta color, which I didn't realize, but that's what it is. So you see me added the violet gem. I cut the piece off where I added I also added conditioner. I don't know why I did that. And I also added the violet gem into that water, but you didn't see that. But as you can tell, when it comes back up, it looks more of a pinky tone than purple. The second time I did it and I only used the violet gem, it came out dark purple, but there really isn't much you can do once you add that. Once it's not as pink. I'm getting my words mixed up. Sorry, you guys. So at this point, once I did it that second time, there was really not much I could do because the hair was already pinky. So me adding more violet gem made it darker and kind of diluted the pink, but it didn't make the pink go away. What you'll notice once we start blow drying, in the next part of the clip, you'll see when I blow dried it and started to flat iron it, it had some pinky tones to it still. So as you can see, it's purple, but it also has some pinky tones to it. So my tip for dyeing any type of hair, especially when you're doing colors like this, strand test. I should have strand tested, but I really wanted to kind of get this out of the way. This hair took the flat iron well. I did clip the ends because I felt like I didn't want that. I don't know. I didn't like the way the ends were, so I clipped them. Honestly, this hair was very drying. My hair, I didn't like it flat ironed, so I went ahead and I curled it. I want to curled it, which I don't have a video of that. I wish I did, but I did want to curl it once I was done, and then you had the final product. So that is it, you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.